Hey IGN, this is Eric.
I'm Jim.
And we're here today to talk to you about X-Men Origins Wolverine, a film that does exactly that, traces the origins of Wolverine pre-joining the X-Men, but through the Weapon X program and his adamantium claws. Jim, we both were highly anticipating this film, and I think we were both equally disappointed.
Yeah, it's a pretty lackluster, uninspired action movie. Some bad action direction, and it's just shoehorns in so many characters. It's just a big missed opportunity. That being said, it is better than X-Men Last Stand, but that's damning it with faint praise.
So let's get right into the performances. There's some very big names in this film.
Well, obviously, Hugh Jackman's back as Wolverine. He's good as always, but it relies too much on what we know about him from past films. He's not really developed as a character on a story, a script level. Liev Schreiber as Sabretooth is fine, but you know, the character is pretty one note. He's a snarling beast. If he had a mustache, he would twirl it. Danny Huston is fine as Stryker, the character Brian Cox played in X-Men 2. But again, it's Jackman's show, and he carries it fine, and he's really the only reason why it's a watchable piece of entertainment.
I'll agree with you. Schreiber's performance was the one that bummed me out the most. I mean, as Victor Creed / Sabretooth, I understand they really wanted to play up the whole animalistic side of him as he's represented in the comics, but whenever he would fight, he'd get down onto all fours and do like this wolf-like thing that was just so poorly executed in my mind that it pulled me out.
Yeah, there's a lot of bad action direction in the movie. There's a lot of overabundance of wire work, stuff that I thought had gone out of style a long time ago. Except for the last scene, the climactic battle scene. Looks like they put all their budget and effort into that one, and it paid off. It was a good scene.
Not only all their budget and effort, but it made me wonder, because I agree, that was the best choreographed fight scene. Did somebody else direct that?
Yeah, it does make you wonder, but I guess we'll never know.
So let's talk about, you touched on all these mutant characters, and it almost seems like the filmmakers went through the comics and said, what are popular names, popular characters that we could just kind of pigeonhole, shoehorn into this movie?
Yeah, there's a lot of arbitrary inclusions. It makes you wonder, like, was it just about action figures and spin-offs? Deadpool is in there, Ryan Reynolds plays him, and he's fine as Wade Wilson, but when it comes to Deadpool at the end where he's transformed, I mean, any actor could have played him because he's covered up in makeup. Gambit is in there, the Blob is in there, but again, they're all kind of shoehorned in.
Yeah, and it messed with the chronology. As a comic book geek, for me, I loved seeing Gambit in the film. He had a little bit bigger role than I thought he would based on the trailer, so I could potentially see him in a spin-off film, but this is set in like late 70s, early 80s.
Yeah.
He's like in his 20s. If they bring him up to modern day,
he's going to be Tommy Lee Jones.
Pretty much. So I didn't appreciate that as a comic book fan. Why don't we wrap this up? Give us your star rating and give us your final thoughts.
Okay, overall I'm going to give it 2.5 out of 5 stars. It's not the train wreck I think you were expecting. It's a pretty middle-of-the-road action movie. It's passable entertainment, but I wanted more than passable entertainment. I wanted a damn good X-Men movie, and I didn't really get it.
Well, there you have it. For more coverage of X-Men Origins Wolverine, be sure to check out movies.ign.com.